Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Today we're going to continue our discussion about the pirate that inspired Luffy, and the one character we are all really hoping to see soon, Shanks. Towards the beginning of the Wano arc, Shanks appeared briefly and said the time would soon come when he and Luffy would meet again, hinting that this moment could be during the Wano arc. Now there are multiple reasons why he could appear towards the end of the arc, but there are just two main reasons that we think that would make a lot of sense for him to go to Wano. Not just to be reunited with Luffy, but perhaps for an even greater goal. In today's video, we're going to talk about the two possible reasons why Shanks could go to Wano, and then speculate on what might happen during a meeting between him and Luffy, and a possible fight between the two of them. If you're new to the channel, we really appreciate your help by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot and motivates us to make new videos. But for now, let's get into the video. So to begin, Shanks, as well as the other Yonko, are looking for the One Piece, and in order to find the location, they first need to find 4 road poneglyphs that are scattered throughout the world. The first road poneglyph was revealed to us in Zou inside the Whale Forest. The second was in a treasure room in Toddleland under the possession of Big Mom and her crew, and the third is in an as-yet unknown location. We know 25 years ago, this poneglyph was located in the Sea Forest next to Joy Boy's apology message, but currently its location is unknown. Lastly, we have a poneglyph that is located in Wano in Kaido's possession. The big stone is in Onigashima under the protection of Kaido and his crew, but with the big battle going on currently in Wano, the poneglyph is unprotected. This could create a possibility for Shanks to go to Wano to get his own copy, or even take it all together, as Kaido has yet to discover what's written on it. So Shanks could take the poneglyph to prevent its contents from being improperly used, or even prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, especially Teach's hands. After all, Teach is one of the characters that Shanks is most concerned about, so he may just head to Wano to keep that poneglyph out of his hands. But it's not just Shanks who wants to get his own copy of the poneglyphs. Big Mom is also in Wano and wants to get her own copy, as do the Straw Hats, and possibly Momonosuke might even have his own wand for it. As we know from the story, the poneglyphs themselves were perhaps manufactured in Wano and could be considered a cultural treasure, so Momonosuke would probably want it to remain in Wano. So there's a good possibility that Shanks could go to Wano to get the poneglyph that was in Kaido's possession, because before the current raid on Onigashima, it would have been practically impossible for him and his crew to get it. Shanks' motivation could be because a battle between the Yonkos would cause incredible chaos throughout the world. So maybe Shanks is just waiting for the right moment to head to Wano to get the poneglyph, and now just happens to be the best opportunity for him to get the big stone. Since Luffy is busy fighting Kaido and the Beast Pirates are being defeated by allies of the Straw Hats, Shanks could use the cover of chaos to get in there without anyone noticing him and somehow take the poneglyph to his ship. But Oda could also use these events to allow Luffy or some other character to see Shanks taking the poneglyph, creating a narrative reason for Luffy and the Straw Hats to leave Wano quickly after the battle in hot pursuit. Besides that, even if Shanks and company managed to escape Wano with the poneglyph, they wouldn't be out of danger, as there are many, including the Navy, who could intercept them, thus preventing him from getting away clean. With CP0's presence in Wano to catch Robin, they are keeping a close eye on everything happening throughout Wano, so if Shanks were to be seen by him, it could certainly cause a problem, as CP0 would communicate Shanks' activity to the Navy. If Shanks' actions were seen as a major threat, the Navy could then summon a buster call, but that's pretty unlikely since it's nearly impossible to get into Wano because the borders are closed and all the terrain is almost impassable. Aside from the buster call possibility, the Navy could also send admirals who might have an easier time entering Wano. If, say, 3 admirals were to go to Wano, it would create a much larger problem for Shanks, because even though he's incredibly strong, Shanks always seems to act in a way to avoid attracting attention. However, if Shanks were to end up running into Luffy while trying to get away with the poneglyph, Luffy might not let him take it without at least Robin getting a chance to translate. After all, Luffy fights for his friends' dreams and goals as well. So this could cause an argument between Shanks and Luffy, but because they're great friends, there's also a high possibility that Shanks would just let Nico Robin take a look at the poneglyphs before taking off. But if Shanks refused, there actually could be a fight between them. But because of the huge injuries that Luffy sustains through the fight with Kaido, he'd probably lose the fight, so Shanks would end up leaving with the poneglyph anyway. Another possibility for Shanks to go to Wano is just to stop Luffy from causing even more trouble. Even though Shanks doesn't like the Emperors, he could go there to help them, not in a sense for fighting Luffy, but to prevent him from continuing continuing this huge battle. During Shanks' appearance, he always shows himself in favor of peace, trying his best to prevent a conflict from happening. He only seems to start a confrontation seriously if someone provokes his friends. Consider for a moment Luffy's flashback when he sees Shanks being mistreated by Higura inside the bar. Shanks remained calm, and after Higura left, Shanks, along with his crew, just started laughing because of the situation. But when Higura threatens Luffy, trying to take the boy's life, Shanks takes on a serious expression, willing to fight Higura at all costs to save Luffy, and in the end, sacrificing his arm to keep Luffy safe. Another scene that demonstrates his spirit of peace is during the Battle of the Best in Marineford. During the battle, Shanks appears to end the confrontation, threatening everyone who was willing to continue fighting for a battle that had already lost its meaning. Shanks could end up handing to Wano just so Luffy doesn't break that balance between the Yonkos, as Luffy, Kid, and Law are currently trying to take out 2 of his fellow emperors. If any of the Yonko were defeated, then their title might pass down to whoever defeated them, so Luffy, Kid, and Law might be able to gain that title of Yonko if the raid succeeds. But this could also create more problems, because with everything going on, the current conflict in Wano is drawing the attention of the entire world. Even the Navy is going to Wano with the aim of defeating whichever side ends up surviving this conflict. Besides that, we still have CP0 in the middle of all this action, waiting for the exact moment to complete their mission and capture Robin. For now, only Marine troops with weaker sailors seem to be going to Wano. But if they were to decide to send an admiral to help defeating the surviving pirates, it would be an even bigger problem for the Straw Hats and their alliance with the samurai who wish to see the Kozuki clan restored. We also have to remember the pacifistas could also end up in Wano. It has been said that Vegapunk managed to make them even more powerful than before, so it'll be a big problem if the Marine leaders decide to send their full might to Wano. So that would be Shanks' job again, to prevent major catastrophes from happening. Obviously, if he saw that Luffy really had a chance of defeating Kaido, he might just watch the fight. Shanks, of course, is the character who is most proud of Luffy's action. After all, he did put his hopes on the young rubber boy who dreams of becoming king of the pirates. So stopping him from fighting Kaido wouldn't be something I would imagine Shanks could do, but if the fight got to a place that needed stopping, Shanks would probably do it. However, as I stated in my previous point, Shanks' arrival could also cause a lot of confusion all on its own. I mean, there would be 3 Yonko gathered in one place, which could be a large target the world government just may not be able to pass up. Now, we also don't know Teach's current location, but if he were to manage to get his hands on this information, he may just change his course, as we do know he is currently on the hunt for poneglyphs just like Luffy. With Shanks and Wano, he could see the opportunity to defeat 3 Yonkos as well as obtain their poneglyphs. If Big Mom and Kaido were defeated, that would open up the possibility of Teach being able to invade their lands and take everything they have. So if Blackbeard were to show his toothless face in Wano, it would be up to Shanks to stop him, as everyone else would be too tired from the battle, and Teach would be showing up in Wano at full power. Remembering that there may also be Navy ships arriving at the same time, they could end up calling in reinforcements to Wano, causing this current battle to escalate to an even more insane level. But instead of calling an end to the conflict, like he did in Marineford, Shanks would have no other choice but to participate in this conflict, as he would be the main focus of the Navy and Teach, each having their own reason to bring down our red-haired emperor. After all, if the Navy and world government were to take out 3 of the 4 emperors in one shot, it would pave their way to their own means of total domination. Well folks, there you have 2 possibilities that could bring Shanks to Wano. To either meet Luffy again, perhaps in a not-so-friendly way, or the other possibility, to get the poneglyph to keep it from falling in the wrong hands. Even if Luffy and Shanks ended up in some kind of confrontation, it wouldn't end up being that serious, and they'd probably still end up remaining great friends. Therefore, the possibility of Shanks going to Wano to help Luffy is probably pretty low, because despite the fact Luffy has taken on a Yonko, Shanks still trusts in Luffy's potential to be able to defeat them. Shanks would probably only interfere if something serious were to happen to Luffy. For instance, him getting captured like Ace did. But for now, I'd like to know your opinion. Why would Shanks go to Wano? Is there any possibility that Shanks would help Luffy face Kaido and Big Mom? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd also like to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Comment on any themes or ideas you'd like to see in future videos. And also, if you've made it this far, give us a like as you head out the door to take on the rest of your day. Hope to see you all in the next video, and let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.